guys. The other day, I was doing laundry, right? I went to a laundromat. So they were playing this movie on the TV on Lifetime. Some movie called Fat Like Me, right? Now, I mean, I didn't even get to watch the whole thing, but the parts that I did see were just so freaking disturbing that, I mean, I can't stand it. Okay, so this girl, she puts on this fat suit for some little scholarship thing or whatever, and she's recording how all her responses and how people respond to her. And of course, in the movie, everyone treats her like, well, not everyone, but a lot of people treat her like crap, except for this other fat girl who befriends her, and they have all this in common. But the part that disturbed me was, I mean, aside from the fact that everywhere she went, they made all of the people, the passengers or whatnot, and people just, civilians just walking, pedestrians, whatever, civilians, pedestrians, whatever. Everybody's like, oh my God, looking at her like, oh my God. Her classmates are like, yeah, I'm going to move, and I mean, it was horrible how they made these people treat her. Then she gets to some little shop, some little store with the real fat girl that had befriended her, and I guess the salesperson there was kind of rude to them about, well, we don't have anything on your size or whatever, and you should probably go to a different store, whatever. I don't even know what she said to her, but whatever it was, it hurt the big girl's feelings, and the pretend big girl, the one with the fat suit on, she's like, wait a minute, she's talking to the fat girl. Are you really just going to let her do that to you and talk to you like that or whatever? And she's like, no, we're going back in there. So she goes back in there. She's like, excuse me, I'd like to speak to your manager and this, that, and the other, or something. And the woman's like, well, I'm here, I'm helping real customers. And then the manager shows up and the woman gets in trouble, whatever. And so the real fat girl is like, oh my God, where did you get the confidence to do something like that? And I'm sitting there like, is this really how they think, big girls act, or fat, plus size women, fat, full figure, whatever the heck you want to call them, us? Is that really how they think, like, people we are? Like, we don't have any confidence? We don't, we wouldn't say anything to somebody that talked to us like that? Tyra Banks decides that she wants to see what it's like for, big people or whatever. And instead of actually just putting on maybe 100 pounds on top of what she is, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing that, she decides to put on 100 people and walk down the doggone streets of LA or New York or wherever she was, looking like Shamu and What's Eating Gilbert Grape's mom, all rolled up and together. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you expect people to respond to you? You're huge. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. When I see a 1,000-pound man, when I see a woman whose stomach is hanging below her knees, I too, as a big woman, I too get a little shocked and awed and may, stare a little bit, because that's huge. And then too, why are you why are you going to the complete other opposite end of the spectrum and then trying to apply that to everybody in between? That is not how it goes down. To be 100% honest, I'm a big woman. I'm tall for a woman, and I'm big. I don't get stared at when I go anywhere, unless, it's like some creepy person or some, interested person. But I don't get like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have people like turning sideways trying to squeeze past me unless it's another big woman. And big people, we all know that when you are approaching a big person, y'all got to turn to the side. What's the sense of rubbing all up on each other, that don't make no sense, trying to walk past each other. You know good well, turn to the side. Anyway, but I'm just like, why are people pretending like, big people have this horrible life and you're supposed to pity us because we're constantly being, ridiculed and humiliated by all of these, crazy people. It's not what people are making it seem like it is. I don't need people to pity me. I'm not a big girl because, I have a condition or because I just can't lose weight. No, I'm a big girl because I choose to be a big girl, okay? And I'm already cute right now, okay? And I don't have any health conditions. I'm absolutely healthy as an ox, not even high or low blood pressure. I am fine right now, right here. As I get older, I may choose to lose a little weight or whatever because, I know that I do have conditions that run in my family. But right now, I'm okay. All right? I'm good. Another thing, too, I'm sick and tired of dudes saying stuff like big girls have lower self-esteem and they're easier to get or whatever. All right, maybe 18-year-olds aren't as confident yet because they ain't, realized all of the goodness that is Lane Bryant, okay? And they don't realize that there are clothes and things out there that can make even the thickest of chick look very sexy. Maybe they don't know that yet. So they don't have the confidence that maybe a grown woman like myself may have. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm young, but I've been confident for a long time. I mean, it didn't take me that long to realize that, I was good. Basically, what I'm saying is, forget what you heard about big girls. Forget what you heard about plus size women. Stop watching the Tyra Banks's, her little undercover things. And I mean, maybe for people that size, maybe that's true. People respond to her like that. But I go on dates all the time. And I don't have no problem getting a man or inciting attention or interest. I mean, I go places looking a hot mess and still get people in my face. Okay, so it's not my weight. My weight is not an obstacle. It doesn't hinder me. I mean, I have more problem getting rid of men. I have more of a problem getting rid of a man than I do keeping one or finding one. And I mean, these aren't homeless people. These aren't ugly men. These are men with jobs, men with degrees, men with, you know what I'm saying, with good looking faces. I'm just so sick and tired of the pity game. Don't pity the big girl that you see, unless she looks a hot mess and, she's nasty looking. I mean, then you can have sympathy for her. Well, actually, you probably don't even want to have sympathy for her, but you can tell her she look a nasty mess. And I said this in one of my other videos. I'm going to start telling people. I'm going to start telling people. I mean, it's okay if I get in a lot of fights. I'm just going to start telling people because it's offensive to me. I'm offended somehow. I mean, somehow, watching your gut hang over your pants, offends me. It does. It does offend me. And I mean, that's assault. That's assault, right? That's assault. So, I mean, I have a legal right to defend myself by letting you know that you're assaulting me with your trashiness. So there you have it. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Anyway, I'm gonna end this here. I will talk to you all later. Bye.